Well, as you take a look at this season, there's obvious progress that's made from when we were talking October to now. What did you see from this season?
I saw a lot of growth from our team on as a whole unit, and a lot of individual growth throughout the entire season. I mean, it was obviously not perfect. We came up short when in regards to making the playoffs, but I thought we made really big steps in the right direction. I thought we made a lot of people in the city of Buffalo proud through our work ethic and our attitude and our emotion in this locker room, because we were true to ourselves, and we really showed that we care about that logo on the front of our jersey and about the city of Buffalo in general.
What has it meant to you to be healthier than you have in a while, be so productive in a chapter that means so much to you, and build upon your time here?
Yeah, there was something going into last summer, and my off-season workouts was to be as healthy as possible for the next season. And obviously there was a play that happened that I couldn't have avoided that caused me to miss 8 games. I was really pushing to play an 82-game season. It's not easy to do. There's a couple guys that apparently can do it a lot of years, but most guys struggle. I think we only had one guy in this locker room do it this year, and he was a guy that had some injuries last year too. So I was really proud that he was able to play 82 seasons. It's something to be proud of, and so yeah, I guess that's something that I focused on, and I'm hoping to focus on this summer as well going forward.
And to be so productive in that time, I mean, 27 more points than your last 74-game season, which was 2018, I believe. What does it mean to you to really get things grooving and clicking at this level in the blue and gold and sometimes black and red?
Yeah, no, that's something that I was proud of myself for. I thought I took a big step in my personal development as a player, and I thought I had a good year, honestly, and I was able to find some chemistry with several different players, especially Skinny and Tomer, 2 unbelievable players, really easy to play with, and at times they made me look good, so that was nice. But yeah, I'm happy, but I'm definitely not content, and I'm going to continue to try to get better, and looking forward to the next season.
Alex, in what ways did Tage take even another step this year?
I mean, he came out, obviously, last year was 38 goals, and you can look and see how many goals guys score. And he started turning heads last year a little bit. He started making the defenders and realized when he was out there, he started getting the matchups. This year was a whole different story. I mean, it was every game we had to worry about which defenseman he was going to play against, and on the PK they started shadowing over, and he came out and he was still scoring at will. So that was something that to not only dominate, but to dominate against some of the best defenders in the league was something that I think he should be really proud of. And he continued to do so, and obviously he was a little banged up at the end, and he still pushed through, and that was a learning experience for him too. And I think that he had an unbelievable year, and like I said, he had a year that a lot of guys haven't been able to do in their career, and just awesome work for him.
You're still a young guy, but yeah, I'm sitting here looking at your locker. You're surrounded by 21-year-olds. I mean, what is that like for you? It's not only 21-year-olds, but talented 21-year-olds.
It's really annoying. I'll be honest. Jack Quinn, great stallmate. JJ Paterka, not a good stallmate. He's a messy guy. But no, it's great. It's great, and. Like I said, I'm not an older guy by any means. I don't feel old, but there are definitely some young guys. Being the youngest team in the league, I guess when you're 26, you're one of the older guys. So it's great, though. I mean, we have our team is just full of people that love coming in the rink, love having fun. We have a very cohesive group that loves being around each other. There's team dinners on the road all the time, different guys, different ages, doesn't matter. I mean, I looked at Craig Anderson, and he was playing video games with the guys and on the road and stuff. And I mean, he's one of the young guys too at times. So it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. you keep with the trends when you have young guys around you too, some of the fads. So that's a lot of fun to be around too, and it's always putting a smile on guys on your face when you're able to be around guys like that.
Tyson was just talking about Donnie and the coaching staff's commitment to development, and I know Donnie's said since you got here, like you haven't even scratched the surface. So, how much does that approach play into the career years guys had this year, including your own? You think?
Yeah, you know what? He really allowed guys to grow and develop. It was a learning experience for everybody, and Don is only, I think this is his second full year. I think it's 2.5 or how long he's been here, and he's still learning about himself as a coach. And so he knows that sometimes you have to be a little more patient with a younger guy. And he was through management and ownership and his whole staff and stuff, they're able to hone in on that development, but also push to try to get the best out of each individual player as well, and also win a good amount of games. I mean, we hit 40 wins here, and that's something to be proud of, and that's a big step. But I still think that they did an unbelievable job with individual development for everybody. I mean, it didn't matter if you were a rookie or you were in your 13th year or anything. You were still trying to be better, and they were trying to get more out of you each and every day.
Speaking of stalls, do you have an explanation for Thompson's shrine to you over there? Now that we're at the end of the season.
Oh, that start. I don't know. I don't really know. But there was a time when there was a thing added probably weekly. So that was I'd walk by and just roll my eyes and laugh. But no, it's funny. I don't know where that started or how, but it was, yeah. You'll have to ask him about that.
Alex, you played a lot of playoff games, but a lot of guys in this room haven't. Darlene just told us it still bugs him that you missed by 2 points. How much is that a motivator for guys that you were that close, do you think, going into the summer and into next season?
You know what? Yeah, you're gonna talk about motivator, but it's a confidence booster too, because no one thought we were gonna be in this position. I think they had us at the last in the league and on a lot of polls, and they're gonna make steps forward, but they're still not gonna be good because how young they are and stuff. So we had a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, and we wanted to prove some people wrong, and I thought we did so. But just to be that close and still the youngest team in the league, that gives the guys a lot of confidence and be like, hey, like we can do this. We just have to. Don't go on an 8-game losing streak, or like you could pick apart the season and stuff like that. But everybody, even guys in the playoffs, minus the Bruins, have stretches like that. So, I mean, you have to just continue to learn that game 2 and 3 are just as important as game 81 and 82 in a season. And that's what it comes down to, is the teams that put together the full season. And honestly, making the playoffs is the next step, but the ultimate goal is still to win a Stanley Cup in this locker room, and only one team is able to do it a year. So that means 31 other teams are disappointed at the end of the day, just as we were a week ago.
And along those lines, how much did you guys learn in March where things looked like they were over, and you guys almost reinvented your game in some ways, especially when Levi was here, and you were able to win those 2-1, 3-2 games and get yourself back in the race?
I mean, that's what you're going to have to do. Sometimes you have to win a game that's 6-5, and sometimes you're going to have to win a game that's 1-0 or 2-1, and you're going to have to find ways to do it. So it's not only reinventing yourself throughout a stretch of games or anything like that, but it's game by game. It might be shift by shift. It might be in certain situations, and that's what experience comes with. That's what games played comes with, and we're continuing to build towards that, and I'm really excited about it.
How would you describe the?
Pardon?
To move forward next year with the expectation of playoffs are going to be right there at the front of everybody's minds.
Yeah, to not look at the playoffs being right at the front of everybody's minds, to not listen to you guys talk about playoff expectations. Honestly, that's a big step. So we're going to be worrying about game 1, and that's what you have to do. Honestly, if you look too far ahead, if you look at expectations or betting odds and stuff like that, it can get to people's heads, and it can lead to disappointment or the other way around too. And so it's something that you just can't worry about. You have to leave all the outside noise behind you and just worry about game 1. Worry about right now. We're going to worry about having a good time and enjoying ourselves in the next couple of days before guys part ways for the summer. And then you got to worry about your summer workouts and the training camp and then the game 1. And if you're looking past game 1, you've already lost. So that's what we're going to have to worry about in this locker room.
It is a big off season for so many. What are you looking forward to seeing out of your 2 stallmates level up this summer?
Yeah. No, I mean, I thought they made really big jumps from the time that I first played with JJ, I think, and I think his first NHL game, just to see him progress from that to this year was huge, and just to see them throughout the whole season. I mean, their confidence grew and their understanding of what they have to do each and every day, and they became NHL players. They became pros. I mean, they did that and they figured it out. And I mean, there was a lot of other guys. Owen and obviously Quinner had a really good year, and to see that, and they'll continue to build off of it. They'll become more consistent. They'll become more reliable and everything like that. But they're 21, 22-year-old kids, and I was thinking about my rookie year, and I was in a little bit different situation on a little bit of an older team. But it just makes me smile, and I'm honestly kind of jealous. I've loved my last 6 years in the NHL, and I wish I could do it all over again and play for as long as I can, and it's going to be a lot of fun for them, and I'm really excited to see. So they got stuff that they know that they're going to work on this summer, and they're going to try to get bigger and stronger, and their bodies are going to mature, and I'm really excited to see what they have to offer come training camp.
Has Team USA asked you to play in the Worlds?
Yes.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going to break to you. Yeah, I'm going to go. So that's the first time I'm going to play World Championships. And my brother Luke is actually going to come too, so we're going to play together. So that's something that I'm really proud to say, is this is going to be the first time my brother and I are going to play on the same hockey team together. We're 6 years apart. We're very close, but and who knows if we'll ever be able to do it again. So the opportunity presented itself, and I had to jump at it, honestly. And to wear the USA logo is always something that I've really it's been really special to me in the past, and it's going to continue to be really special for me. And I'm going to try to make the country proud.
Jeff is known as a goal scorer, but he took major strides even at age 31 as a playmaker, all those assists. Just what did you see transform in his game that allowed him to do that, having connected on so many of those passes and stuff?
Yeah, Jeff has probably one of the more unique skill sets in the league, just in his skating ability and his tenacity and his ability to just hold on to pucks in crazy situations and use his feet and stuff. And I don't even think you guys realize some of the plays that he makes, and the way he turns a defenseman in a situation where like he shouldn't be moving that way and stuff. It was pretty crazy to see, and I thought we built a lot of chemistry over the past year and a half and stuff. And he's super easy to play with. He's super smart, but like he said, I think I don't know, just made steps in his own game. And what is this year? When does he start out? When he's 18, he's 13. He's played over 900 games. He's still getting better. I mean, that just goes to show that, I mean, he leads by example each and every day. He's vocal. He's not going to step up and give a big speech in the middle of an intermission or anything like that, but he goes out there, works really hard, he cares, and he cares about continuing to get better each and every day after 900 games played at the age of 30. And it showed this year, and he was able to break through a barrier that was really interesting. The point barrier that he had 4 years or whatever he's had in his career, the 63 points or something like that, and now he's 82. That's an unbelievable year. It's over a point per game, and it's something that he should be really proud of. And I was just happy to be along for the ride and play with him on a line, and it was a lot of fun.
Is it easier to be on a line with him or go on his TV show?
Be on a line. No, that TV show is great. I was lucky enough. I was his first guest. I was lucky enough to see the original show that I saw those. I was a fan of Zach Galifianakis, and Jeff decided to do his parody spinoff, and I jumped at the opportunity when he asked me. I was really excited. But there's a lot of cutscenes of me dying laughing. So it might have looked like I was able to hold it together, probably better than I was, because there were some scenes that I was laughing really hard. No, but he's great. He's a great guy. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's a lot of fun to be around. He's really quirky, but man, he's funny, and he's, like I said, awesome teammate.
Alex, you mentioned the goal is always to play 82 games. I think a lot of people expected you to miss more when you got hurt. What was the process like coming back from that and playing through it to finish out the year?
Yeah. So I guess I'll talk about it. I was originally supposed to miss 4 to 6 weeks. I was lucky enough to be a faster healer, I guess you can say. And there was still obviously some risk coming back early. I think it was after 16 days I ended up making my first, came back, I guess you can say, and got cleared to play. There was a little bit of risk, but I thought the reward was a lot greater. I just wanted to come back and push and try to help my team as much as possible in a run for the playoffs, because I thought we were still in a position where we can make some waves, and who knows, honestly. And so that was something that I tried to come back from as quick as possible. And like I said, I healed fast. There was no extra issues with it. And through everyone's risk management, they allowed me to play. So, I mean, to go into battle with these guys, it was a no-brainer for me.
And obviously great that there are no lingering effects of that, but even though missing the playoffs, still so worth it too to come back on that accelerated timeline.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel healthy right now, and everything's healed up, and so it was great. But, I mean, there's guys that you don't know about playing with injuries every single game and day, and bumps and bruises, and guys pushed it coming back early each time. And there's a couple of guys that I know that you guys know who did this, and they can speak on their own behalf. But it just shows you how guys want to play for each other. They want to go in the battle. They want to come back. They want to play, not only for themselves to get back and playing, but for the other guys that they're sitting next to in this locker room.
How do you see Jordan Greenway fit in here, and what do you expect going forward?
So I've known Jordan since he was about 14, 15 years old. We had the same agent. We used to go to those camps in the summertime together. He was a year behind me at the U.S. program. I love Jordan. He's always been a great guy, really nice guy. Always been physically dominant. Really big human being, as you guys know, who lost a little bit of confidence there. And we were also in Minnesota together too, both drafted there, so we did development camps and stuff like that. And I just thought that he lost a little bit of confidence there. He's always had the skill set, he's always had the ability, and what better guy than his old NTDP coach to get that confidence back and going, and than Don Granato. And he was excited to get Jordan here. He pushed hard for it, and it worked out. I thought Jordan came in and he scored a couple big goals for us. He came in and provided a physical presence, and he wasn't all healthy the whole time he was here either, and stuff. And he played through some injuries, and he battled. He went in and worked, and he found his way on this team, and it was great to see, honestly, because he's such a great guy, and he's really fit in, and off the ice as well. I'm excited to have him be my teammate next year for a full season.